What if everything you believe about your soul is wrong? What if scientists have discovered where it truly lives, and it's not in your brain? For centuries, we've believed the soul was an invisible passenger inside us. Religion called it eternal. Science called it impossible. But somewhere in between, something new is starting to emerge. Let's begin with a strange fact. Your body replaces almost every cell over time. Your skin, your blood, even parts of your bones, they all die and regenerate. Yet you, the person behind those cells, feel continuous. So if your body changes and your brain rewires itself daily, what's the constant thing that feels like you? Where does that live? For decades, neuroscientists believed the answer was inside the brain, a network of neurons somehow generating consciousness. But now, the evidence doesn't fully add up. The more we map the brain, the more it refuses to reveal the you inside. Every thought, emotion, and memory has a traceable pattern, but the observer, the one feeling it all, is nowhere to be found. That's where the mystery begins. In recent years, researchers studying near-death experiences stumbled on something strange. Patients with no measurable brain activity, flatlined EEGs, reported vivid experiences, floating above their bodies, seeing light, feeling presence, recalling details impossible to explain. Traditional science brushed it off as hallucination, but the data kept coming back. The brain wasn't working, yet awareness was still there. So if consciousness can exist without the brain, where is it coming from? Some scientists began to question whether the brain isn't creating consciousness at all, but filtering it, like a radio receiver catching a signal. Your mind isn't generating awareness, it's tuning into it. And when the body dies, the receiver breaks, but the signal remains. That would mean the soul isn't a superstition, it's a field of awareness that exists beyond matter. A dimension of consciousness that your brain simply decodes. It sounds impossible until you look closer. Quantum biology is revealing that living systems behave in ways classical physics can't explain. Particles inside your neurons seem to maintain coherence, a state of connection beyond space and time. That means your consciousness could be entangled with something larger, a universal field, the same one every conscious being might share. You're not just in the universe. You're an expression of it, aware of itself, through you. Now think about dreams. When you dream, the brain creates an entire universe inside your mind. Colors, sound, emotion, time. You experience birth, death, love, fear, all without physical reality. When you wake up, that world disappears, but for your consciousness, it was real. If your brain can create an entire universe in sleep, who's to say this waking life isn't just another kind of dream? One being dreamed by consciousness itself. Here's the part science can't yet explain. Consciousness doesn't behave like energy or matter. It doesn't decay. It doesn't have a measurable location. It doesn't obey time the way neurons do. It exists as if it's non-local, everywhere and nowhere at once. So maybe this soul is what we've always felt, not a ghost trapped inside the brain, but the infinite awareness experiencing itself through human form. And maybe that's why we can sense when someone's staring at us, why we feel connected across distance, why love, grief, and intuition seem to transcend logic. The soul isn't in the body. The body is in the soul. This theory is growing fast. Some neuroscientists and philosophers are calling it panconsciousness. The idea that consciousness is fundamental to the universe, not a byproduct of biology. Every mind, every cell, every atom is part of one vast, conscious network. You're not alone in your awareness. You are awareness, fragmented into a billion perspectives, each one trying to remember where it came from. So when you close your eyes and wonder if there's more, you're not asking a question. You're remembering something ancient, something your mind forgot the moment it was born. Every heartbeat, every thought, every spark of emotion, it's all part of a field far larger than your brain can hold. The soul is not inside you. You are inside it. And here's the twist that changes everything. If your consciousness is not created by the brain, then death is not the end of it. When the receiver breaks, the broadcast continues. Somewhere beyond what we can measure. Somewhere your brain could never imagine. So maybe you don't have a soul. Maybe you are one. A fragment of infinite awareness, temporarily human, eternally alive. And that brings us to the question science still can't answer. If consciousness isn't born in the brain, Then where did it come from? And who, or what, dreamed you into existence?